Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away. This is going to be your reading for the next 3 months. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. It's a free way to support the channel. And also, you can see more related videos like this. All right, guys, let's see what we have. I'm pulling a month. The month we're going to look into the numerical meaning of the month. Okay, let's see what you need to know is right now. We have a bird perched here. I feel like this is not really you. Probably you know that you're waiting for news. If that's the case, this is someone waiting for news from you that maybe you need to reach out. We have a goldfish, can be a Pisces that is waiting for news from you. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Someone really wants to talk to you about maybe money or like wealth, abundance, resources, or even we have here a spiritual mission. So if you have someone in your mind, a fair woman with someone with white or gray hair or blonde hair, maybe it's time to reach out to them because the subject is going to be over wealth. Okay, you're going to be talking about what's coming when it comes to wealth. We have a boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. I feel like this is the other aspect after the fact that you meet with this person. The subject is going to require your attention. Honor and respect will come to you. Crown is basically putting on the crown on top of your head, is representative of you taking charge of the situation, which will follow by the honor and respect. So if you act as the leader, you'll be treated as the leader here. We have another women here, dealings or relationships with a woman. Women represents the Empress. I feel like they have Empress energy, so you might be dealing with, let's see, also this is kind of like High Priestess vibe she has. We have a Pisces energy here, I feel, a Taurus or a Libra also that you're dealing with. And September is the 9th month. It's all about enlightenment as well. So yeah, some of you are going through a time that is about enlightenment maybe in your life. It's just becoming aware of why certain things are happening and what you need to do in order to get the certain results, okay? We have a penguin here within the 3rd month timeline showing outside your comfort zone. If any of you looking for love, the penguin might be a representative of that love, someone committed. If you know about the penguin's practices, they actually find a perfect pebble to present to their ones that they're choosing for a lifetime. And the female one actually assess that pebble. Okay, she might reject it, she doesn't have to take it. So this is something, a free will option will be given to you. And the thing is, like I said, there's dedication here, but it doesn't mean that there's no hardship at all, because as a human, I feel like Earth experience has that moment of pain. And I feel here it's not really going to be about going through it. It's about having the support during those times. That actually makes it even easier. And I feel here this is the thing that the commitment, when it comes forth and when you choose it, it is going to have its moments, and it's going to also have the full support for you. This can be a relationship, guys, for a lifetime. And if this is what you're manifesting, 3rd month, maybe be aware and watch out for it. And it can be also like a long-term, maybe like a financial thing or something, maybe a new job. Within the 1st month, we have a tears of joy here, and after that there's a pathway opening for you. Tears of joy can be some good news coming, or maybe something that will really excite you coming forward. And when you follow the path, when you follow that excitement, it is taking you outside your comfort zone. This can be about exploring an idea or a skill that you are not familiar with. That path is going to take you to, here we have like a swan. Swans also, they mate for life, and they have this perfect alignment in dance. And I feel here, yeah, when you follow the path, it might not really show up. It can be at the end of the pathway, after you learn the skill, after you learn a new language, or maybe you complete a mission or maybe application, you're going to see the results. But eventually it is going to be something satisfying. And I feel like something, maybe some of you, I know this is for a short period of time, but it can actually turn into something for the long term if you're committed enough to it. Within the first month, when we get back inside of the cup, there's a letter T here, and then there's a horse. T can indicate maybe a person's first name, last name, a name of a country. I've heard, like, recently I started learning Italian, and I found out that actually German means tedesco in Italian, which I never thought of that. Couldn't even imagine it was such different, like, a term. So it starts with T. Some of you, this can be indicative of that. And it can be also tea in the sense of the tea that is going to be spilled because there's a bird under it. Tea can symbolize gossip, and in English language, and especially in American, I feel like it is used for gossip. So it can be a gossip, like an information wrapped around the gossip being delivered to you. What happens is there's an obstacle, there's a person in front of you, and I feel like with the T that you're pushing this person out of the way. So this can be someone actually blocking the pathway to the wish fulfillment, the horse you have. We have a letter A here, and there's also a broom that you're cleaning those persons, what they created here. I felt for some of you, this can be family environment issue. Okay, maybe like a mother-in-law creating discomfort and you are cleaning that up with the tea. Or it can be also like in a work environment, someone creating this intense, tense, dense situation that is blocking the way for your success. Either way, though, you're finding a way to clean this up. The broom can be also your attitude in this situation. It doesn't have to be especially the words that you're using. It can be you actually not getting phased by. Maybe you're hearing tea about yourself, which is intended to alert you, or Aries, because you are actually the fire here. You might react in a very fiery way, but when you keep that controlled, when that person or that situation doesn't get the reaction that they were looking for, then it is going to sweep itself out of the way. Okay, I see there's like a person's face here. There might be like a wise man, or like we have someone with a flat top hat. So someone maybe sees through A to B. They don't see like the golden nook and cranny of certain things, but they have positive intentions. So this can be someone maybe you are mentoring, you are giving advice to, or maybe they need your expertise to get to from A to B because they cannot really see the bumps on the road. Okay, I see that this is, wow, there are two people holding hands. The same person with the flat top hat. You're wearing a hat on top of you. You have a key on a ring. It kind of looks like a ring too, maybe handing it over to them. So I feel like here, this can be a test trial, a test run with someone or a company or a person. Maybe you're working for them or you're taking care of things for them. Initially, the small thing can turn into for the long term. Okay, the ring can be also like commitment, marriage, if that's like the case here. If you're looking for a new love, it can be someone that you're going to test out if this is going to work out, and if it aligns, you're the one holding the key, by the way, in your hand. So this person the situation is under your control. It is going to require your approval. So, but you're getting physically close as well with this person. So that's why I felt maybe like a physical attraction is going to happen while you're maybe doing business here. Or this can be someone, maybe you already have this person in your life and there's like some sort of like a distance in between you. When you resolve a situation, maybe you have a grudge against this person. Maybe you're angry at this person. When you resolve that, there is going to be the key exchange happening here. Maybe like exchanging house keys. It can be the situation, or it can be like speaking the key points of a relationship, deciding on some things, like the boundaries. Either way, though, I see like physical attraction here too, okay? Some of you might be actually finding that kind of a person that you're physically attracted to. Why not? Behind that, we have the second month, beginning of it. There's a contract. I see here a goat. This time around, I'm going to interpret goat as like a sacrifice. A sacrifice doesn't mean what we think it means. Most of the time, it means that giving up something lesser of a value in order to get something higher of a value. So this is the example that I use here is always like giving up the junk food in order to have a better healthy body. Okay. So, or maybe start to walk, couple thousand steps a day in order to have like a more fit, like an energetic body. Okay, so it's not something, it is not something that benefits you already. It is something less of a value. It's not really adding anything into your life. However, when you give that up, it is going to be, the advantages are going to be much bigger here. Okay, so but this comes with a contract here. I see like a man with a long, big nose, like a triangle nose here, kind of like a Caesar. Caesar's, actually, I think Caesar meant king in Italian, and those were the kings of Rome. And it seems like here, this can be someone who is like, when in Rome, maybe they have already laid out rules in front of them, and that's what they're offering to you. The thing is, the small sacrifice, I feel like there's a temperance energy here. The small sacrifice that you do in this situation is actually going to get you your heart's desire. And I see someone very masculine here with muscles, like carrying this eagle, which is your freedom, to top of the Mount Olympus. Olympus is where the gods were actually located. I think it's in the one of the books that's been written, Iliada. I think that's the book, the name of the book, the Greek mythology. So what happens is you are going to be able to carry your freedom to the Mount Olympus, to the top of the mountain where the gods actually locate. For some of you, this can be like from maybe in the lower levels of a company, going to the higher levels and staying there and engaging with like those higher level people. This can also be, maybe it's like a energetically, if you're feeling low and hanging out with low energy people, the sacrifice you will be making here, this can be a sacrifice of negative thoughts, sacrifice of negative influences, and like giving up the habits of like maybe scrolling through social media all day. That is going to really help you climb up to the mountain, top of the mountain here. Okay, and with your freedom, the eagle is in your hand. Eagle usually symbolizes a freedom. And the fourth, I see the third month, at the end of the third month, again, two people sitting here, there's sun shining over them. Clarity, contract, maybe a social contract that you're signing with someone. But I see like some of you are attracting love into your life. Maybe you're not ready for it or you don't want it. It doesn't matter. Sometimes love comes in a way to grow us. And I feel this is something actually authentic because they're sitting down and they're in the same level. This is not something one has a one has power over another. There's like an equal relationship here. There's like a two of cups energy, basically equal exchange happening. And this can also be like maybe you are rising a little higher, or maybe you are reacting in a way. This can be friendship, by the way. It doesn't have to be always romance. It can be a friendship forming first, or maybe a friendship in a soul level that is reflecting back to you exactly your energy. What happens in this kind of environments? Maybe you're feeling like, oh, I don't want anyone, I want someone, whatever it is in your mind. This kind of relationships actually reflect back to us that we are unique. We are amazing. You're amazing. You're enough. You're perfect the way you are. You're lovable. And this might require a little bit of accountability because these kind of things, self-respect, self-love comes with that. But this doesn't mean that this is something that is coming into your life to destroy your life, okay? It is something that is going to reflect back through the mirror. Think of it like a mirror reflecting back the love that you want to give to yourself. And this is going to help you give it to yourself as well, okay? Don't take it in the sense of this is going to be a relationship that is going to drag you through the mud. Maybe that's how it was in the past, but we're going through a new era, guys. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, focus on that one. We have two chunks of money showing up here within the first month period. There's a rose blooming in your heart, and I see a man with a hat here looking at the chunk of money here too. Tears of joy. Your desire has some time. Okay, and I feel like here you're going to receive the material aspect of your desire. So some of you might be feeling the tears of joy is coming later on. Maybe there's a desire you have, you want it to happen, you're focused on that. However, when it shows up, you don't feel anything at all. Okay, that's actually the most disappointing part of receiving something you want. You don't feel anything at all. It just feels like another day and it just doesn't satisfy you and you go ask for more. I feel like some of you are actually going to have that kind of an experience, but there's something better, something greater showing up here for you, which I feel is going to be much more satisfying, and you're going to also come to realize that what you were like expecting to get you excited actually is just another goal. It's not really the case here. It's your job to get yourself excited. I know this sounds a little harsh for some because we tie everything that we desire to the excitement that we will experience in the future. But this basically tells me you don't have to wait till the future comes here, because the money is going to come and it's your thing to do exciting stuff with it. Okay, it's your choice to feel excited about it here. Not saying this applies to all the time, all the life cycles and everything. This is for this time period of time, especially first month. You might not feel satisfaction, but you need to just bring it out of yourself. What happens is, when you do, there's a new horizon actually appearing in front of you. There's a new options are going to be actually being available to you. Okay. Let's see what else you need to know right now. And we're going to pull some tarot for each month. By the way, I'm using this tarot deck, which only has like the symbols of the things. It doesn't have the story like the original tarot. So comment down below and please let me know which part of, like, what kind of tarot decks do you guys like. For example, we have Four of Swords wants to pop. Oh, Four of Wands want to pop out here. We only have 4 wands on this picture. It doesn't really express what it actually means, okay? So, let's see. There's some money issues I feel like for some of you are resolving. Yeah, within the 4th month. Oh, wow. This is looking great, guys, by the way, even though it doesn't really represent what it means. First month, we have 4 of Wands and a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles can be someone, as I mentioned, there's maybe wants stability and bringing the stability into your life. And Four of Wands is completing a cycle, coming to the finish line, and also maybe a marriage, or some can be marriage merging with a company that you want, or just being in a place that you want to be. The thing is, there's celebrations happening there. That's the end result of the Four of Wands. And Knight of Pentacles, it's not going to, tells me that this is not going to be something temporary. This is going to be a celebration of for the long term for you. Okay, so the first month, maybe this is about you finishing a project that you were working on, or completing a task, or maybe if there's an issue that you have been struggling about for a long time now, it seems like that's also coming to an end here. We have King of Pentacles. Wow, okay, this is about stability, guys. Stability in love. Okay, why not? Lovers would come. Stability in love, stability in relationships, and stability in also material success at the same time. Why not? Because, I mean, if you cannot really gift something to your loved ones, it's not really that, you know, I mean, I don't know if you have that. Please let me know, because I'm a gift giver. I love giving gifts to my loved ones. But if you're with someone and if you don't have the financial means to gift someone anything, it is really like I feel like it just pulls the energy away. Like you have to keep that energy to yourself, which it doesn't have to be a massive gift. It can be something small that you making a hat, for example. That's what I do. But still, you need the money to buy the yarn, okay? So I feel like here what's coming in your life is something that is going to be materialistically fulfilling as well as emotionally fulfilling for you. It is going to have stability. And if this is a new relationship, it is going to have like a solid foundation. You're going to establish a solid foundation here, which I told you in the saucer as well. First month timeline, I saw 2 chunks of money. Though what's coming in can be really also attracting the aligned people into your life as well. Knight of Cups is an emotionally fulfilling offer coming really fast, quickly. This can be even an adventure, an offer of an adventure coming into your life, guys, because Knight of Wands is your energy here, and you love to go on journeys, adventures, and have fun. And this is going to be something also like fun, yes, aligns with you, but also have some sort of like emotional satisfaction in it, because Knight of Cups is someone coming with this offer here. He is someone emotionally stable, and he wants to have a new adventure here. The Fool is a new beginning, and this is not someone from the past. We have Libra energy here. This is not someone who brings the past energies. This is a person, maybe even a little one who has good intentions. You showing up here, Queen of Wands, in this time, if you don't know what you want, Queen of Wands is someone who knows what they want. This is your energy, Aries. This is fire energy. So you better start to specify what you truly want. Can be material sense. What happens is, in life, certain things comes to us and happens to us because so we can decide what we truly want out of something. For example, if this is like a job environment, let's go with that idea. And maybe you want a high paying job, yeah, but you want to be in an environment that you want to wake up every day and go there exciting, like an exciting attitude. That's another thing here. That's what the Queen of Wands actually specifies. Or you want to have a relationship that whenever you're feeling down, a person to support you fully and brings back this confidence into yourself. Like it's like a mother actually pumping their child, or mother and father. It is not like when I say mother and father, it doesn't mean in the sense of like mothering, hovering over. It means that genuine, okay, genuine, pure love, instead of having competition, because some people feel competition in their relationships for no reason. And which the Six of Pentacles we get to. This is actually, you have doubts if this can work out, but the Six of Pentacles is your needs actually being magically fulfilled. Having that one who is going to really flow into your life, like the Eight Wands here, with swiftly and helping you fulfill your desires. The Seven of Pentacles is you not really believing it's going to work out, or it is going to be the way you want it to be. We have Knight of Cups here again. It seems like here it is going to be your heart's desire. But the point here is you really allowing it to come as well. So this can be someone coming into your life, like being really nice and acting in a very good way, or a job offer sounds like too good to be true, and you are treating it to be too good to be true. Yeah, it can actually turn out to go away and find someone who is really aligned with the energy, okay? So accept it when it comes. Be open to it. It doesn't mean that lower your shield right away and allow everything in. Do we have a shield here? But overall, Crown tells me that your mind, your approach is going to be important here, how you lead this thing. We have a field mouse. It's a success. Believe in yourself and dare to dream big, because the field mouse is tiny creature here in the big city. Maybe that's how you're feeling right now. But the thing is, he's climbing here and feeding himself. So there is something actually in wherever you are. If you're in a big city trying to make things happen, or maybe in a small place still trying to make things happen, there is some basic, let's say, like in a bread there to eat. That's a term in my language. There's a bread there to eat. That's why you're in that space, okay? And there is another thing. It says if your bread has been cut off, then you will actually leave that space. So if you're leaving a place to another one, it's the path is leading you towards there. There's something better waiting for you out there, guys, okay? When it comes to draft, it just suggests you to take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings and see the bigger picture, because some things are happening for a reason. I don't see any negativity here. Everything is coming really fast. The only thing is seems like you're going to have some doubts if this is the right path, if it's happening correctly. The draft is suggesting that you need to step back to see the bigger picture if you're having any doubts about the situation. And the Fox is shadow work. There are no shadows without light. If you have Capricorn in your chart, guys, these two guys in different places they showed up in the Capricorn, but it is suggesting maybe you should actually check out that one. Or if you're cross-watching, if you're a Capricorn, go ahead and watch that, because it seems like here there's certain things that are hidden they're going to come to light. So you can actually eliminate those, and you're being called on to rise. So you can rise to a higher, dimension, a higher level or frequency or energy here. Okay. Shadow work is about releasing the fear, finding what you're fearful of, what's holding you back, or maybe stress, whatever it is going to come to light. We have intuition here. Listen to your inner wisdom, which you do have an inner guidance system. It's going to give you some signs and symbols. And this we have here, someone actually focusing on the energy into a golden bowl. You can focus on your energy to like a crystal quartz or like an obsidian. People can see things through that. I never tried it, but that can be also a guidance here. We also have choices. There's another way. Ask your unicorn or maybe your angels to help you find it. So if you're stuck and you're thinking, oh, there's no way that I'm going to get over this, it seems like I told you, like there's a better way. There's a better way. Okay. Let's see your affirmation here. We have, I awaken the limitless love within me. I am abundant. So it is. So you can experience the abundance of the world. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and go ahead and check these ones that I'm going to be leaving here. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.